Heyo, welcome back to round three. Round three.
Number 3.
Uno, dos, tres. Round 3 of the Nathan Basser charity Highlander event.
It's like 3 events in one.
It is.
It's like the October Open series.
Yes.
It's the charity brawl, and it's a Lotus Invitational.
2 truths and a lie in a naming convention.
Exactly.
And in the feature match now, they are just finishing shuffling up and resolving mulligans. We've got Riley Jones and Hanbin Zhou. And let's just cut down to them now.
Let's get on into it.
Hanbin Zhou on 8-point moons, Riley Jones on some sort of rubbish.
I'm excited to watch Moons go because this is the deck I have built.
Alrighty.
And I really love Moons. I saw, there's main deck, back to basics, Blood Moon. I love it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Riley Jones loves playing blue and red spells himself.
Yeah.
So maybe the moons might not be so good, but we'll see how. Like, I'm not entirely sure what Riley Jones is playing.
Well, I'm pulling that up right now so we can resolve the fear.
Yeah. In the meantime, we've got it down as some sort of rubbish. I can imagine him playing Grixis. If I were to... I nailed it.
Nailed it. Right on the head. I was saying, I see a Ragavan, I see a Deadpool, I see a Quantum Riddler. It's Grixis, baby.
So I'm not changing the name of Riley Jones' deck. It's the exact deck I would play for an event, though, but it is a pile of cards.
But I love this. I'm looking at Riley's, obviously we're not in sideboards yet, but I'm looking at Riley's sideboard and he's got cards in there that I love to death, like Price of Progress.
Oh, he's got the sideboard tech for Price of Progress, which is meant to draw the game. Some matchups you just want to draw. Apparently.
Someone has to win this game? Wrong.
No.
Neither of us are going to win this game.
2 champions entered. Neither left. They're still going. We see an island, basic island, how original from Hanbin Zhou, and then a tap land from Riley into Emperor of Bones.
I can already see Whistle Snare.
2 is the loneliest number, or whatever the flavor text is.
Yeah, exactly. I also can see there is a back to basics in Hanbin's hand, and I love the back to basics.
Yep, as we see, Riley, privy to the matchup, the information on the matchup, has got a basic island, so that one's not untapping. Let's find a.
Do you want to find a basic island to put on?
Yeah, that's what I should do, but I can't be bothered.
Prismatic Vista for Hanbin, and I like the setup there just to go get a mount.
That's Prismatic Vista?
I believe that's the Zendikar Rising Expeditions Prismatic Vista.
I'm glad you're here.
Scryfall can confirm.
A Verdant Catacombs entering a play for Riley. He's got other lands in hand, but none of them are basics. And this Verdant Catacombs probably is going to be looking for... Ooh la la, that's a pretty Prismatic Vista.
It is.
But this Verdant Catacombs, its mission, should it choose to accept it, is to find a basic swamp.
Indeed. Well, I think, there's a chance Riley knows what he's playing into. When you see Lutri as a companion, I feel like a lot of the 8-point moons list play Lutri as a companion. Yeah. You can kind of intuit. And so it's probably not a bad idea for Riley to start setting up basics on his side of the field.
Yeah.
But I'm going to double check how many basics Riley's deck runs, because there comes a point where you can't fetch out any more basics if you're only running 2 of them.
I would guess... At minimum.
Okay, place a guess. You got Grixis on the nose. Place a guess. How many basics is Riley running?
1 island, 1 swamp, 1 mountain. The mountain's a long shot.
No, it's just 1 island, 1 swamp.
Okay.
So that's it. That's a lot of potential trouble for Riley.
People don't like playing a basic mountain. Like, they don't have red cards in their deck.
People don't respect the basics.
They don't. And they're playing... actual basics, not snow-covered basics, so no Arkham's Astrolabe.
Well, so I was going to say that is a difference. My list is running snow basics for Arkham's Astrolabe. Cling to Dust on the Brainstorm. Yeah. Draw a card.
We'll draw that card. As we see
So this is going to be critical.
Yeah.
If this is a basic swamp, then Riley respects the Blood Moon back to basics.
He does.
Which he does.
It will cut him off double blue.
Applause.
Yeah. The snaps?
Snaps.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
I mean, really good point there. No double blue, really critical for counterspell if you're going to hard cast a Force of Will or a Force of Negation.
But being able to play black spells under a back to basics, that will be very important.
Very important. But it does mean now that every other land that Riley plays for the rest of the game is not a basic land.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
could be really dangerous.
That's true.
But at least you get to fetch out your basics before that happens.
Yeah, yeah. So he's insulated.
Insulated.
But he's not exactly that warm.
Darkslick Shores is going to tap for blue, but if the back to basics come down, it won't do that more than once.
Nuh-uh.
Underground Sea.
We'll just land go with Hanbin just stuck on 2 mana. This is not.
That's not ideal.
This is not what he wanted. Your deck, you presumably have more than 2 lands in it, right?
Generally, yes.
Oh, go to discard.
The Blood Moon.
Unreal.
I'm so upset right now.
This is not the way we wanted things to roll over here.
The only reason my Blood Moon should be in my graveyard is because someone countered it.
Yeah. Was here. Dragon's Rage Channel. Get misstepped.
Farewell. Sorry, it's messed up, not farewell. Huh?
Yeah.
That's card humor for those in the chat.
You got to keep up. Like the jokes come thick and fast. Now, shocking a Steam Vents. Seeing the Blood Moon hit the deck, he's probably going to be like happy to. Oh, I don't know. He's happy to see that, I guess.
Well, and it's difficult because you don't want to have a back to basics and a Blood Moon out at the same time.
Not really.
So I don't, as much as I hate seeing the Blood Moon in the bin, I understand keeping one but not the other.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Just a land drop Flooded Strand for Hanbin. So he's now got the 3 mana. Unfortunately, he's sort of like facing a wall of untapped lands.
I appreciate Riley as well, really holding on to that Baleful Strix for a second, going like, does this just go into the bin or can I resolve?
Yeah. But the stack is hotly contested retail space at the moment.
Yeah. Contested Warzone. All the best battles happen on the stack.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm really loving Hanbin's choice of basics and like fetches. These are really nice. Expedition fetches and Unfinity.
What is it? Unfinity?
Those are they're Unfinity ones, yeah.
Okay.
They're really pretty.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Ooh.
We're drawing cards.
Flame of Anor.
Flame of Anor. Ooh.
Days.
Let me pick this basic island back up.
Ooh. We saw Days as well in our last match do some really hard work in game 1.
It was hot. It was real hot.
Never feels good when you get dazed and you're trying to cast like a 4 or 5 drop and all they do is just return a land to their hand.
That's when you're sitting there thinking like, why doesn't everyone play?
Spell Pierce on the
Riley
expressive iteration.
Riley is just bullying Hanbin at this point. And
firing off counterspell after counterspell.
Yeah, he's got a 1/1 beating down as we draw Lorraine revealed for turn, play an island, Duress.
You have to feel the pressure in some way if you're Riley, and you know that the second a Blood Moon or a Back to Basics resolves, you get really kneecapped really hard.
Yeah.
And so you have to be feeling, the tempo here in the, at the point where the Back to Basics is not down, and I have a feeling, and the Harbinger of the Seas as well.
Yeah, Harbinger of the Seas is really interesting because it doesn't cut off Riley's Quantum Riddler. Back to Basics would let Riley cast the Riddler, draw some cards, not be able to cast much more after that. Unholy Heat kills the Riddler. And Spell Pierce, well, that'll interact.
I'm fascinated by that choice.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by the Unholy Heat choice, but I suppose if your priority is being able to cast the Riddler, or if you have another kind of...
Ooh, that's why.
That's why, yeah.
He wants to have a 6/6 in play. He wants to keep it in play.
Murktide Regent.
Even exiling the Cling to Dust in the graveyard for an extra 1/1 counter means that this the red spell, what is it? Unholy Electric Heat or whatever.
Unholy Heat?
No. There's the
Galvanic Discharge.
That one. That one's going to have a real hard time to kill the Murktide, because there's not a lot of ways of actually gaining energy in Highlander. Well, there are a
unless
lot of
you're
ways.
specifically playing like Ocelot Pride, Guide of Souls
Yeah.
with like all of the generation. Fourth land has been found for Hanbin, which is really important. I'm not feeling confident slamming the back to basics here, but
Yeah.
it would be cute.
It would tap down one land. This
I like this.
one is also interesting.
I like this line in terms because everything is so face up for Hanbin right now off of the duress. I like the Harbinger line here with the Galvanic Discharge face open. It does mean that Spell Pierce is offline for this turn, and that could be really important. We see, so there's a Mishra's Bubble, a Pyrogoyf, and I believe that's a Lorien Revealed you pointed out earlier. So would have been okay to slam the back to basics, no counter magic in hand, but you can't really play that way.
Yeah, it's and also back to basics wouldn't do a lot, whereas right now Harbinger is cutting off red.
Yeah.
Because there's no mountain.
There's no basic mountain. So suddenly your point about not including and not respecting the basic mountain, really, really important here. So we're gonna Island Cycle the Lorien Revealed. If I'm Hanbin, I would have hoped that he was just gonna draw cards, tap down all of his lands, and back to basics.
Yeah, but Riley, Riley knows.
But again, you have the layering issues with the Harbinger and back to basics where you can't really have both down at the same time.
Yeah. And that is the Lorien Revealed finding the volcanic. It's not a fetch land, but doing as good an impression of a fetch land.
It's doing a very good impression of a fetch land, but that volcanic island is really more island than volcanic at this point.
As we see, choosing which island to keep.
Which of my islands?
But Riley's board right now is full of lots of power in the air, and it's all flying. And the Galvanic Discharge does kill the Baleful Strix,
but not much else.
So, not entirely sure what life total Hanbin is on. It says 15 before the attack, and then it took 8. So, what is that? 7, 8, 9? 7. It's 7. I know math.
Yeah.
And he's facing lethal in the air. I don't really know. What is that? What is that card? That's a Murktide region.
That is his own Murktide region. That is a secret layer Murktide region.
That's not a bad one. I'm guessing Riley Jones 16. Hanbin, again, I'm guessing 7.
Because the Murktide is what? It's a 4/4. It's a okay. So it's a 7/7. So it's 8. So yeah, should be around on 7.
That's the 1 damage from the. Yeah. So interesting. This Murktide does. It's now the biggest creature on the battlefield. Dwarfs. Oh, I'm so clever. It is 7 versus 16. Yeah.
We'll get those updated on the screen in just a second as well.
Yeah. Why is it not updated on the screen? That's very interesting. Is this true? No.
It is Hanbin on 7 and Riley on 16.
Yeah.
But Hanbin was very good to say, my Murktide is bigger than your Murktide now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one way to win the Murktide battles. Have more instants and sorceries. Go to discard, and then cast your Murktide. You'll have a bigger Murktide.
Unholy Heat, Counterspell, Pyrogoyf. So the Counterspell is very live because if there's one thing that Riley has in abundance right now, it is an abundance of islands.
Counterspell's very good, yes.
Unholy Heat also can't hit Hanbin's Murktide now.
Yeah, can't be cast.
And can't be cast. The Pyrogoyf as well, not live. Play a basic mountain.
Yeah, play a basic mountain. Fool.
And again, interesting here, Blood Moon in the bin, like this would be a very different game if the Blood Moon was on the field.
Absolutely.
Then the Counterspell is not live.
The Counterspell's live. The Pyrogoyf is huge then.
The Pyrogoyf is huge, but Counterspell not live. So very interesting ways that these cards are kind of interacting with each other on the board with layers.
Like ogres. We are discussing something. There's a flurry of hands being moved around.
A little bit of back and forth.
And we're killing the Death Toucher. So it is actually very much worth getting that off the field so that this Murktide is still the scariest thing on the field.
Discharge 2 energy, and I have a feeling that energy will stick around forever.
Yep. Although, I don't know if Hanbin's playing a Snapcaster Mage.
Ooh.
Then it could...
that could be interesting.
If you wanted to...
I believe the list runs Snapcaster, but generally you run the risk when you run Lutri that your points get gobbled up really, really quickly, even with 8 points.
Yeah, well, I mean, if there's no room for a Snapcaster Mage with 8 points, I'm going to be very upset. I love Snapcaster Mage. Kids don't respect it. So now, layers and layers are getting put on these islands that, these islands that Riley has got in various shapes and sizes. As we see him tap a swamp and 2 islands to bring back a Nethergoyf, which will grow the Murktide region, making it the biggest, baddest of them all.
My Murktide is now bigger than your Murktide.
Yeah. As we see a trade, because he is obliged to block. He has not enough life total points to play with.
No option but to block, really.
Yeah, but now Riley is sitting there with Lethal on board and a counterspell in hand. He's got to feel good here.
This is a pretty good position. I'm not too worried about...
Hanbin scoops him up.
Yep. Look, and to be fair, Hanbin was really stuck on 2 lands going into turn 4, I think it was. That's just not where you want to be, because you do want to be able, because I'm pretty sure that Blood Moon had been in hand since the start. So, he definitely drew it, because he had the back to basics in the starting hand, but you want to be able to slam the moon on 3. You really want to be able to, barring counter spells and things like that, you want to be able to stick it as quickly as possible, because it even then means that any fetches that Riley puts down are mountains.
Yeah.
You can't do anything except look at, my Polluted Delta. That's a really cool mountain.
Yeah.
Did you know Polluted Delta can tap for mana?
Yeah, now it taps for red.
Now it taps for red.
Oh, what's that? It doesn't say it anywhere on the card?
Oh, crazy.
But,
Our mountains, comrade.
Yeah.
And so, really difficult to be so far behind in, with a deck like Moons. Moons does not want to be missing land drops. Moons wants to be able to stick either a Back to Basics or a Blood Moon or a Harbinger of the Seas and really stuff up the mana for a deck like Grixis. Because it's running 2 basics.
Yeah, it's definitely the control deck and control matchups. You want to hit your land drops. And yeah, just being very much strangled on mana there. If you are missing land drops, it's like there's a moon on you.
Yes.
And Riley got to cast some spells. That's very much against the plan.
Well, and again, the permission was so there was so much open permission from Hanbin just by virtue of not being able to make land drops. And it's always where, there's so much argument about what the ideal number of lands in these styles of decks are.
It's always 1 less than what you think until you miss land drops, then it's 1 more.
And then it's 1 more. Yeah. But yeah, it's always 1 less until you're on 2 lands on turn 4.
Yeah.
And then you think, maybe I should have played another land.
Yeah. Silly me.
Silly me.
But mana base is, there's no actual science you could ever possibly use. There's not very clever people that have worked this stuff out.
Yeah.
You're on your own. It's the Wild West.
There's some crazy Commander players in a 100-card format who are playing less than 33 lands, and it terrifies me. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's the way you want to live your life? Go for it.
Sure. Yeah, you can, but what? So...
Do these people have access to bank loans and stuff? Because I don't think they should be. Just I earn $50,000 a year. Can I borrow 10 million?
I'm definitely, if I am Hanbin, I'm going to look at things like Pyroblast and Red Elemental Blast, bringing those in. Could look at something like a Soul Guide Lantern just to shrink the Goyfs as well as a last-minute result. Submerge, useless in this matchup, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I believe Riley will have 1 forest.
Possibly.
But that is a little too narrow.
Not exactly where you want to be. So I'm looking at all of the blasts, like Blue Blast, Red Blast, Hydroblast, Pyroblast, like you
Full
do.
blast, everything except for Null Blast.
What's the so anyway?
Yeah.
I started blasting.
Yeah, you got access to a lot of cheap, efficient, very targeted sideboard cards if you play blue and red.
Yeah,
which is really neat.
Again, Riley Jones blasts looking much the same.
Yeah,
They've both got good blue and red targets to hit with those.
yeah.
Price of progress for Riley Jones not actually going to be that significant in
Very
this
bad.
matchup because
I saw that stay in sideboard. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's for someone else. That's for the Nadu players in the room. That's not for Blood Moon.
That's a keep from Hanbin. He has a back to basics in his hand.
It's shocking in Esteem Vents on turn 1. Has a Brainstorm in hand. So I saw there's I believe also a Counterspell and a Ponder.
Is that a Ponder? A Mana Leak.
It looks like just open. Oofed. You could Brainstorm here and hide the back to basics on top of the library.
Yeah. But then your Brainstorm is a bit stinky.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stinky Brainstorm because you do also run the risk of finding good stuff off the top, but Hanbin gonna take the risk. We're gonna look at 3, Dig Through Time, Quantum Riddler, and I believe that's a land.
Sulfuric stinky.
Oh, it's the backside of Sink into Stupor.
Yeah.
Soporific Springs.
That's the one. Is there soporific
Springs?
Sulfurific Strings. Really just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
There's sulfuric things.
The backside of Sink into Stupor.
Yeah, the backside of the land.
The land side of Sink into Stupor.
Stink into super.
Yeah. Hanbin deciding what to hide on top, and I believe we didn't hide the back to basics. It looks like we hid.
Not hiding anything.
Not really.
There's a handful of bangers, but also they're all bangers. So and Riley can only take one of them.
So hid the Mana Leak.
Yeah, that's actually probably the techie hide.
Yeah, hiding a Counterspell, pretty good. So there's Ponder, back to basics. Like we know everything that's in the hand.
Yeah.
Yet again, back to basics and Harbinger of the Seas not really favorably interacting together. Like I don't love the again. Non-basics don't untap. Your lands are islands.
Yeah, but they become non-basic islands.
Oh, that's true. They become non-basic islands. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's fine.
Match made in heaven.
And they both want to resolve.
Yeah. Sorry, it's back to basics and oh no.
Yeah, Blood Moon turns into non-basic mountains. Yeah.
I've completely misunderstood them.
Yeah.
So we're taking the Dig Through Time.
It's yeah. You put them in your deck and they work. They work all right.
They work okay together.
You don't get to give your opponent mana by having 2 of these things.
No,
in play.
I thought I misunderstood because it doesn't reperplace the super type of non-basic and basic.
The tricky one is old Amulet Titan card, which was the Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
Right.
Where if that came after the Blood Moon, would give all your lands the all land types.
Oh, interesting.
And also with the Ley Line of the Guild Pact, if that enters play after a Blood Moon, they get all their super types. With Back to Basics, I think they would still be non-basic.
I love my crunchy gordita multi-layer burrito.
Yeah.
Magic layers.
It's very, very crunchy. And it's usually the stupid Alec way of learning things is whatever happened last, right? Whoever's last of the party, you're focused on them. So Blood Moon's last of the party, they're all mountains.
They're all mountains.
Dryad or Ley Line of the Guild Pact's last of the party. Look at all these fabulous new multicolored lands entering play.
Emperor, is this going to be the Mana Leak? Yes.
There we go. Didn't know that was in his hand, did you, Riley?
You didn't realize I hid that on top of my library.
I bet you were feeling so smart.
But yet again, Riley now has, these are the only basics that he's got.
Yep.
This is going to be it.
No mountain. Ooh.
Oop. That was going to be, we'll pretend we didn't see that Gloom Lake Verge, but it's definitely there. Psychic Frog in hand as well.
Shocks in the Soporific Springs.
Shocks in Soporific Springs. And now Hanbin says, any future non-basic that you'd like to play is now an island.
Yeah.
So that Volcanic Island is, again, just an island, which again makes the red mana really hard for Riley.
Can play a Psychic Frog. Hanbin doesn't have any access to any red mana. So the islands, the Harbinger affecting him as well.
This is really true. This is going to be an instance where, you know, your own steam vents now is just
This.
vents. Which part of, is it steam or vents? Which one's the red part? Which one's the blue part? Steam, I'm thinking, is red and vents is blue, but also you could say that the vents are hot and steam is water.
Yeah. It's actually such a perfect name for a blue-red land that it's impossible to answer that question.
Yes. We're just quickly updating our life totals again here. So Gitaxian probe for Hanbin sees an expressive iteration, ponder, duress, an island. It's kind of a nothing Grixis hand, really, isn't it?
Very interested why he didn't play the ponder last time, but maybe he wanted to have it in hand, wants to exile it. But, sorry, discard it to the Psychic Frog?
Possibly. It is also worth sometimes like keeping cards that you don't intend to cast for the frog.
That said, or I would assume he would cast it even though he could discard it to Frog because it replaces itself.
Yeah.
That said, as much as I'm a big fan of people using their mana on every turn, chances are Riley Jones is going to have a spare island untapped in a lot of his turns. So the later he casts it, maybe the better it will be for him.
We're going to buy Lutre and get that to hand so that we just use up all of our mana. Also a little bit dangerous because it does just, again, give information. I don't have anything else. I'm just going to buy Lutre.
Yeah.
We're going to ponder.
Yeah. He's got the time to. He's going to
ponder. He's going to think about it.
He's going to have a think.
Have a little bit of a...
Look at me pondering these moons.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about how there are so many different types of ponder art, and we see 2 of them.
Yeah, that's true.
In this match now. I have no idea. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, please.
But I have no idea how Hanbin's ponder is pondering. No idea what that card is.
It was a Magic Con promo.
Of course it was.
And you could get it in the festival in a box. One of them. That's how JD got mine.
Oh, cool.
Because they were like, I want the turtle ponder. I said,
it's a turtle.
Okay.
It's upside down.
It's upside down. It's a turtle. It's a turtle on a bunch of fast food.
That's
Tameo is going to be the go for Riley here. Probably grab that off of the ponder. This expressive iteration looking really good to discard to the frog because you're really never going to be able to cast it.
Yep.
And Riley agrees. Thumbs up from Hanbin.
Yeah.
You got it.
And exiling it.
And we're going to jump the frog.
Again.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
This will... Oh, ponder is just look at the top cards, right? We're not going to be able to...
draw a card.
And then draw a card.
Yep.
So we're going to be able to flip Tameo this turn.
Yes.
Red blast that you can't cast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As we crunch in for 3. As I push some buttons to do that.
Flips the Tameo. Hello, backside of Tameo.
Yeah, Tameo is a really good one. If it gets back a green thing, it gets mana or something?
It
is
does.
That the air quotes
so the -3 is return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. If it's a green card, add 1 mana of any color.
Unfortunately, no green instant or sorceries. But that would be a way out of the Blood Moon, baby.
Yes, it would be.
Actually, that's where Manamorphose would be so hot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the tech, is like you cast Manamorphose, get whatever color mana. You get it back with Tameo. Oh, storm
Add another
off.
color.
Take 1.
Harbinger going to attack the Tameo. It does get -1, -0 because it's attacking the Tameo, but just going to bonk it down to 3.
And I am oblivious to, pardon you, and to a Jace the Mind Sculptor,
Woo!
better than all, coming in and bouncing a frog. And forever removing those 2 counters. And the Harbinger of the Seas attack for a lowly 1.
Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Better than all.
Better. Look, Tameo is a pretty good Planeswalker. I think Jace is better.
Yeah, better than... Well, Jace the Mind Sculptor better than all. There's no such song about Tameo yet.
Yeah.
Although Tameo potentially could draw a lot more cards than Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Yeah.
As we see Hanbin still on only blue. but he's pretty happy with that.
Bounce the frog. And I like this as a tempo play to just keep bouncing the frog. Just say, go on, just play it again. It uses up, 2 of Riley's 4 mana.
Yeah.
And it also just, pushes you in the decision of, okay, and do it again, and do it again.
Yeah. It does use up 2 of Riley's mana, but also importantly, all of his black mana.
Yes. Yes, very important. And again, that signals a lot to Hanbin, because if Riley casts the frog, can't cast the duress, can't cast the frog.
Yeah.
Kind of backed into a little bit of a wet islandy corner.
Yeah. But Riley might have some nice ones to get back, but then he's sort of... Riley's like really stuck.
Yeah, he's stranded on an island, I would say.
Yeah, and a little bit of a swamp. Just a little swamp.
Yeah.
A lot of islands.
The Otawara here for Hanbin I really like as well, because you can threaten to bounce the Tameo.
Yeah. Or bounce the frog again, and then uptick Jace, and then that's future bounces.
Yes, because you'll need to start ticking the Jace up again, because if we take it down, Jace goes away. Jace is a fun guy to have at this party.
Yeah. So this is a real... Yeah, where are we? What are we, at a crossroads, at a junction?
For Riley, it's a lot of really difficult decisions, because something that the read I'm kind of getting from Riley is he actually has more than just frog and duress when it comes to black cards that he wants to cast that he can't.
Oh, what is that?
Subtlety. That is the MH2. I think that's the special guest copy of Subtlety as well. And Subtlety going to put the frog... I mean, it's basically plussing Jace in a way.
Yeah.
But also
actually now
better because it goes on top of the library.
Which he can then plus Jace.
And put it on the bottom of the... Oh my gosh, swims and roundabouts.
Yeah. This is very cool.
Swims and
so Riley is thinking about whether or not he wants it on top or bottom. And he's actually thinking about conceding.
He's thinking, I'd like to go to game 3. And something that I said to Ian in our last match is, it feels like the play draw equity for Grixis is really strong. Being on the play is really, really important for them.
Yeah. Having 5 lands to your opponent's 2 is pretty important as well. Being able to resolve your spells. All the things that happen in game 1, Riley would love to happen in game 3.
Look, the thing that I'm hoping that Hanbin can teach a couple Grixis players today is you should be playing 1 basic mountain, really.
Yeah, that's something I'll be preaching.
Yes.
It's like, and I'm not just saying that because I've got a handful of pretty mountains that I would love to sleeve up and play Grixis, in my Grixis deck. But I think this is, we are past the point of the Blood Moon effects only giving you red mana. Because in the past, where it was only like Megas of the Moon and Blood Moon, and a 1 back to basics floating around somewhere, you weren't concerned about the red mana because you would more often than not be given red mana.
Yeah.
But now, the Harbinger of the Seas is like, what red mana, mother trucker?
And I feel like I'm learning a lot because this is a deck that I'm playing. Yeah. I'm learning a lot from Hanbin here, saying actually cutting them off from red mana is more important than playing the Blood Moon. Actually, the Harbinger of the Seas and the Back to Basics is going to be so much more important than the Blood Moon, because they need red mana because there's no other way for them to generate it.
If that was a Magus of the Moon instead of a Harbinger of the Seas, it would have been so dead. It
would have been so much worse for Hanbin in this situation.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my... Can I tell you about my aesthetic choices for my Blood Moon deck?
Oh, but please do.
Because I'm playing like Snow Basics, so I've got like the full art Snow Basics from MH1. Which I really, really love. Okay. I unfortunately have this copy of Lucci, which I don't love that much. But the copy of Days that I'm playing is the Mr. Krabs one from the SpongeBob Secret Lair.
Oh, okay.
And the counterspell is the SpongeBob one.
Oh, yeah.
Because again, the choices are made on what will make people the most annoyed and the most upset. And so tons of white borders.
Yeah.
The Dismember as well. Is it's the SpongeBob Dismember.
Yeah. You just cracked into some SpongeBob Secret Lairs for sure.
I did. Okay, I understand and relate to everyone's gripes about Secret Lairs, but I did manage to get I got the Galaxy Foil Furby Secret Lair, the whole set.
Oh, congratulations! I'm happy for you.
Thank you. That's disgusting. But I did also manage to get the Kieran Yanner one that has the demonic tutor in it.
Kieran, which one's?
Oh, let me show. Let me show you. Let me see if
pull it up.
Let's pull it up for the viewers at home as well, who need to know exactly how great.
What did you say? Demonic Tutor.
Demonic Tutor.
Oh, that's crazy.
Isn't it beautiful?
Demonic Tutor. Now I always stuff this part up of.
Yeah, so it's the secret layer drop, and we'll save it, and then we'll show it to the audience because they also deserve to know.
So I go control click, right?
Control click. You have to save. Yeah.
No.
So you have to save it first. Technical issues, folks.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about the man behind the curtain. Yeah.
Save.
Yeah.
And then when this pops up, I go control click.
Yeah. And now the folks at home should be able to see it. Well, let's try again.
Take 2.
Try again.
No, this one.
Well, Game 3 is off to a good start here.
Yes!
Yay! That's the Demonic Tutor. Game 3 is off to a good start here. We had a Bloodstained Mire into fetching a swamp. Then we had an island. Tamio for Hanbin this time, Steam Vents in an island, and a countered Emperor of Bones. So we'll catch us all up. We'll update our life totals as well. Hanbin on 18 and Riley on 19.
You're going to look at a dismember.
Which member? Dismember.
This one. Oh, no, this one right here. We have
18 for Hanbin and 19 for Riley. Duress is going to be the get here, and we're going to see
Jace the Mind Sculptor better than all.
Lightning Bolt, Jace the Mind Sculptor. That is the Final Fantasy promo preordain. Galvanic, Galvanic Blast, and Expressive Iteration.
Galvanic Blast or Discharge?
Sorry, Galvanic Discharge.
Yeah. Something about Galvanic is just like bad news.
Well, but there is a card called Galvanic Blast.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of Galvanic stuff going on, and it's usually bad news.
And it's always red.
It's always red, and red, they mess around with the Galvanics.
Oh wait, I'm lying. Galvanic, okay, it is red, but it's also blue. Galvanic Iteration is also a red card.
Galvanic Iteration.
It's from Innistrad Midnight Hunt.
Wow.
My brain is just an encyclopedia of cards.
Yeah.
And we're going to choose to take the preordain.
That actually is just like, I've searched Galvanic, and you've told me the
I've done the Scryfall search for you.
Yeah, you've done the...
cards that say Galvanic.
Yeah, did you mean Galvanic
Did you mean this?
Discharge?
Clue for Tamio on the attack.
The question is, why is this one Discharge? And why is one Blast? What makes one a Discharge and what makes one a Blast?
I think it's the Discharge. Now, I'm going to use my English degree here. Discharge because this involves energy.
Yeah.
And Discharge like electrical discharge.
Yeah,
Whereas the Galvanic Blast is a far more direct. Like, it doesn't require the energy. It's got the Metalcraft option.
Yeah.
So I think the Discharge is the electricity, and that's the energy get there.
Yeah. And the Galvanic Iteration, what do you mean? It's an iteration
we
of
are
Galvanicness?
iterating. Oh, because Galvanic... iteration is a copy spell.
Okay.
So we are iterating on
Galvanic
some kind of blast. Yeah, we're
not blast.
Not blasting.
Maybe not discharge.
We are
either.
iterating galvanically.
Yeah.
That is going to be an island cycling, grabbing an underground sea, and Hanbin is really hoping either for a Harbinger or a back to basics at this point, because we need to, again, red mana is so important for these Grixis decks, even though, some would argue the best cards in the Grixis decks are the blue and black ones. They're supported really heavily by these red cards.
Yeah.
And so being able to cut them off of their red mana so they can't play their Pyroglyphs, they can't play their Lightning Bolts, they can't play their Expressive Iterations, really, really key. And we saw that being important in Game 2. When Riley had no red mana, there was very little he could do, and there's the Pyroglyph in hand. So Hanbin is going to probably really, really hope that he can grab a Harbinger off the top or a land. Feels like we're having the same kind of problems again.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Ooh, what are we getting this time? So there's been a crack of a clue, and Riley has elected to respond now. I did see
a land.
I saw a blast.
Again, these red cards.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a red elemental. Oh, is that a Pyroblast?
Yes, that's
Pyroblast.
the Pyroblast.
You gotta stop letting. They can't have red.
Yeah.
They can't have red cards. Harbinger. No, the pass, the island pass. So what do you think island pass there? That feels like Mana Leak, maybe? That feels...
what is this card?
I believe that's a lightning bolt. I believe that is a
bolt?
secret. I believe I will pull it up, but I'm pretty sure that's a secret layer lightning bolt.
I can pull it up. I'm good at pulling it up. That's what I do.
What I do is pull it up. And surely that has to sound like, you know, this island pass from Hanbin has to be so scary for Riley. And that's going to be met with invert polarity.
Excuse me?
That is going to be invert polarity. That is also, it's Vivi's thunder magic is what it looks like, but also, oh no, it's, I'm lying. It's there's a different secret layer one, lightning bolt. It's a bird vomiting lightning.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, invert polarity. This is a really interesting card. So here's what happened. Invert polarity is an instant for blue, blue, and a red. Choose target spell, flip a coin. If you win the flip, gain control of that spell. If you lose the flip, counter it. And so Hanbin gained control of the Barragoyf because he won the flip. So Hanbin now has a Barragoyf in play. And surely as well, what Riley was hoping there, we saw the Pyragoyf in hand as well. He was hoping to Barragoyf this turn, Pyragoyf the next turn. Sequencing's a little bit off. I would have done Pyragoyf first. Again, Barragoyf going to get in for some damage. Riley down to 14. Hanbin up to 22. Psychic Frog electing not to block. Very good. Going to mill some cards. Milled it back to basics. Mystic Sanctuary Island, and I believe that's a Narset Parter of Veils. That was the most insane invert polarity.
Yeah, that was crazy. Don't worry, guys. I got the invert polarity. Is it on the screen? It is on the screen, yes.
We'll also update. These players are playing game 3. It is 1-1.
Oh, yes. That's unimportant. Who cares about that? It's not like, why is this here?
Well, because that's how many games they've won.
Don't I feel silly? All right, there, one.
Technology is beautiful, folks.
Not what I'm wielding.
It's Jace the Mind Sculptor for Hanbin, pushing the frog back to hand.
Yeah. You listen to Kira's, and you're going to listen to Kira and me confused noise. Barragoyf is a really good one in the blue-red moon decks.
I mean, Barragoyf, when your blue-red moons deck gets to play Barragoyf, that seems pretty sweet if you ask me.
You got to play a Grixis deck without ever splashing a color or ever cutting your moons.
Lifelink also really important. You know, the Bloons deck doesn't play a ton of creatures, and so the lifelink going to be not insignificant here, and that is going to be Riley down to 11.
What has
Pyragoyf is the play for this turn, and there is no counterspell. We're going to target the...
It pooped its pants.
That's just an update. Unfortunately, our life tracker application has crashed. We will get that back up, but we will let you guys know what's going on. Hanbin's on 22. Riley is on 11. Hanbin is double Riley's life total. The Pyragoyf took out the Jace the Mind Sculptor, and we're going to replay the Psychic Frog. Again, I'm going to harp on how critical the red mana is for Riley at this point.
I've just pulled up on the screen a lightning bolt. Did you know this secret layer lightning bolt is like worth $700?
No, I did not know that.
Why?
Some of the I'm not gonna lie, I collect full art lightning bolts.
Yeah.
I think they're really cool.
They're really cool.
Barragoyf going to get in. Riley says, okay, goes to 5. 22 plays 5. Going to mill some cards. Mills a counterspell, Flooded Strand, Island, Otawara, Scalding Tarn, and Unlicensed Hearse.
Man, this deck hasn't been built around Barragoyf at all.
Yeah, and Hanbin's going to go up to 28, plays 5. My fingers and toes are crossed. Galvanic Discharge on the Psychic Frog.
It resolves.
Resolves. No more frog.
Not nearly enough cards in
Energy resolve. And
boom!
Yes! Harbinger of the Seas. No more red mana for you.
Okay.
Riley is really in a squeeze here.
Is that Paragoyf a 6-power creature?
It is indeed.
Insane.
I do believe it's tapped, but it's bigger than the Pyrogoyf, I believe. Riley just going to pass back here because he has a lot of islands now.
Yeah, he's sort of face-up dead at the moment. The Lightning Bolt plus the 2/2 getting through if Riley blocks the Paragoyf.
It looks like there is a Blue Blast or a Hydro Blast in hand. So Harbinger and Paragoyf getting in.
Yep,
Handshake, and that is Moons for the win.
Moons for the win.
8-point Moons. Hanbin takes game 3, 2-1.
Yeah, very impressive by Hanbin there. The one game he lost, he didn't have enough lands. And even then, he sort of made a game of it. He
Absolutely.
was just a little too far behind.
Yeah.
Whereas games 2 and 3, he really, smothered Riley's mana development, and you're happy.
I love this deck.
Yeah.
I'm also really happy to see a deck like 8-point Blue Moon go up against Grixis and win. Because as we've discussed, I said this to Ian, and it's been said by most people who play Highlander, Grixis is a very, very good deck. It has access to some of the best spells and some of the best mana. But we're seeing here, the drawback to that is what if all of your lands are islands, though?
Then that sucks. And the deck looks bad.
Hanbin now 3-0 going into round 4. Very exciting. We've still got 5 more rounds of Swiss before our cut to top 8, so we'll be back soon.
It's 6 rounds, isn't it?
It's 6 rounds?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
3 more rounds.
3 more rounds. We're halfway there.
I was so worried
sorry.
when you
well,
said
I'm
5 more rounds.
I'm coming off of like the RC where we're playing 8 rounds all the time.
Yeah.
We've only got 3 more rounds. We're halfway through. We'll be back soon.
Oh, you have me worried there. Whew. But there's Magic coming up. We've had a lot of long matches in the feature match.
We'll be back soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I gotta click this.